Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to stop in because I had something really important I needed to share with you this morning. If you're growing your own plants from seed, occasionally when you're planting something, and see the tiny pots I used here, these will do it faster than these bigger ones. It's just I had some of these so I use it, but and this one looks pretty good. However, and this one's not in a little pot, but do you see how the plant is starting to look yellow? It's looking stunted. Just doesn't look happy. This is a pink bumblebee tomato. Two of the trays of my tomatoes were doing this. What that means is one of two things. It's run out of nutrition in the soil and it needs more, which when these are growing, it doesn't take a lot for them to use up what's in these little containers. So sometimes you have to supplement it. Now, a lot of people will supplement with their Miracle-Gro or whatever. I like to stick to natural stuff, but when they start getting like this, it's not good, and you have to do something pretty quick to get them to snap back out of it, which we did. What I like to use, well, let me tell you why. One is it uses up the nutrition in the soil. Another one is, and that's not the case with mine, but another thing that can cause this is a lot of times we're buying soil and it will have chunks of wood in it, and mulching over the top of your plants with something that's woody is fine, but having it in the soil, when the wood is decomposing, it actually takes the nitrogen out of the soil in order to do the decomposition process. So when it's taken the nitrogen out of the soil, your plants start looking very much like this. I actually had it one year and I had to transplant my plants because there was so much bark and stuff in the soil. So that's not good. So how do we remedy this? It's really simple. Like I said, you can grab your Miracle-Gro if that's what you do. It's just not what I do. What I did is to fix that. And let me show you. This was one of those plants. Look how beautiful and green this is and how it's grown so fast. It hasn't been a week since we did this. This was a yellow, stunted, terrible looking plant. But we add fish emulsion. Now, you have to be careful with it because it is strong. And you will add it to water. This is the brand I use, which is, I don't even know what, Alaska brand. But it doesn't matter. You can get it in little small containers too. You don't have to get this big gallon. But you will add like a teaspoon to a tablespoon to a gallon of water and water them with it once, and then go back to using your regular water. And then, you know, if you see that they're going to need more, then you can do it again later on, but don't keep doing it because these are tender little plants and you don't want to, it's harsh on them to use too much fertilizer all at once. But this worked really well. And all of my plants here are really green. They're growing really well. They've taken off since we did that. Since we fertilized them with fish emulsion. And it doesn't take very much. Be careful with it. It does smell lovely. Not really. But anyway, it does help your plants a lot. So if your plants, you started your seeds and they're starting to turn yellow, there's a good chance that they need some food. So you might try the fish emulsion. We had this happen and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to share this because it could happen to a lot of people. And the first time it ever did it to me years ago, I didn't know what had happened. I really didn't. And so, like I said, part of it was the mulch in the soil, which is not okay. And it's really hard to find good potting soil these days, organic or otherwise. They're all coming with all of this wood chips in them, and it really does. It takes all of the nitrogen out of the soil, away from the plant when it's going through the decomposition process. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you. It's really important. Check your plants. If you start to see the leaves turn yellow, get you some fish emulsion or whatever you choose, but give them some food. Anyway, thanks for joining me. See you on the next one.